I remember my first job. It was leading ponies at an amusement park, and a line, and on the ponies were little children. And I noted that not only I, as an elementary school child, maybe 8th grade, was there, but there were some adults that were engaged in the same job. As we were leading the ponies, the pony in front of me pooped on my shoe. And I said to myself, there's got to be a better way to make a living than this. Maybe I should stay in school and study. And that was my first job.
When I first came back to the city in 1984, the team had moved to Indianapolis. And I decided I needed a challenge that was every bit as big as training for the Olympics. So I sent my resume into the then head coach, Frank Cush. Didn't take the resume on day one, so I had a delivery service take it, and they really basically took it in there every day for 10 days. Finally, on the 10th day, Frank came out and got the resume. Wasn't real happy about getting it, but got it and read it. Called me that evening, and the next day brought me in for an interview. And that started my career as a strength and conditioning coach, in the National Football League. I think the keys to success are, number one, you've got to have a game plan for success. You've got to have goals, you've got to have a plan, and you've got to be willing to work. And that's a dirty word, work, W-O-R-K. Nobody likes to say it in public. But you've got to be willing to work, and you've got to be willing to work with passion.
Rex Ward was coming to a board meeting at Training Inc. and that they were hiring for administrative assistant at Ivy Tech. So when I got that bit of information, I sat in the reception area and waited until he came. And when he came, I introduced myself to him, explained to him that I was looking for employment and that I heard your department was hiring and I would really like to apply. He asked me for a resume. I immediately gave it to him. He looked over it and he said he would pass it on to one of his managers. And that afternoon, I was called for an interview. And that was the start of me working here at Ivy Tech.
At Training Inc., we've been working in the community for 30 years. We've been here since 1981, and our primary focus is to help people become self-sufficient. We do that through our 12-week career track training program, which focuses on office skills as well as life skills, and we really try to make sure that we have a workforce that's ready and trained for employers in our community.
The things that touch me the most about volunteering at Training Inc. are just the impacts that you have, not just on the individuals, although that's significant and meaningful, but it's a chain reaction basically. By equipping these folks for better jobs within the community, they become contributing, tax-paying citizens and go on to do things that will positively impact others. I look at it as a pay-it-forward kind of thing.
The wonderful thing about Training Inc. and the people who come to Training Inc. is they're there because they want to improve. They want to improve their skills, they want to have employment, they want to work, they want to be successful.
Previously, I lost a job because I had no Microsoft skills. When I went to Training Inc., they showed me so many wonderful things, the ins and outs of Microsoft Word and the ins and outs of the Excel, that it just gelled. And after that, now I'm at the job I'm doing now, working the front desk, and I basically run the office for the time being.
The most important thing I learned at Training Inc. is if you set your mind to do it, it can be accomplished. Nothing and nobody can take that away from you.
And so when I went to get the job at Securitas, I had previously applied for that job, but because I didn't have the confidence and I didn't have my resume up to par, Training Inc. just prepared me for all that. So when I went back to the interview, I nailed it. And I got the job and been working ever since.
Training Inc. is so important in this city. And the fact that it's been here for 30 years certainly tells you something about its success. But I think that the fact that they have trained so many employees, not only does that provide the kind of workers that we need in our workplace, but it also helps these people to do better in all parts of their life.
Getting involved with Training Inc. is important because not only do they provide services to low-income individuals who need the opportunity to learn specific skills that are needed by employers.
Training Inc. is really important in our community because our economy is changing and the jobs are changing. We're a community that used to have a lot of manufacturing jobs, and it didn't always take some higher level skills you'd learn on the job, and that's not the case anymore. So Training Inc. offers people an opportunity to get some skills and get retrained and to move into some of the new jobs that are now coming into Central Indiana.
The primary needs for assisting Training Inc. in their mission are volunteerism, because it's a contributory mission where the community business leaders help the clients and the trainees to know what's going to work in the business world, in addition to the software skills and other skills that they're being taught at Training Inc. What they need as much as or more than that is funding. They are not a government-funded organization. They exist based on United Way funds and the funds of corporate donors and individuals. So to keep this success story going, we need to fund them.
Happy birthday, Training Inc.
Happy 30th birthday, Training Inc.
Happy 30th birthday, Training Inc., and thank you for all the people that you have given to this community, to United Way, and to all the other employers. And congratulations to all the graduates in those 30 years.